Hi, guys. Okay, so tonight, what we want to chat to you about is we're going to go over our challenge group sneak peek and how that's going to run. And then we're going to do a Shakeology sampler group. So I have some ideas for that. And then we're just going to do a quick, like, 10-minute invite blitz where we're just going to go and, like, send as many invites as we can together for 10 minutes because I needed to do that today anyway. So that's why I incorporated it into this call. So the first thing is, and I posted on our team page, March 22nd is going to be that challenge group sneak peek. So it's just a one-day group, and I was going through and, like, reading, and I screenshotted a bunch of questions that people had asked her and, like, her response. But basically she does it as a 24-hour sample challenge group. There's prizes for participation. It's basically kind of like a challenge group. On crack for 24 hours because it's super engaged, it's super positive, it's focusing on the community, it's focusing on everything that you love about the group. So I kind of am going to need to probably go in there and reach out to her and see exactly how she did it, because I'm like, how did you get all of this information in 24 hours without people being overwhelmed and with people actually coming in and, like, seeing everything she said? So 24-hour sample challenge group. She had recipes, same type of community with the challenge group. In her case, she said, like, girl talk, but basically just, like, maybe having a post with, like, hey, what's going well for you today? What are you struggling with? What can we pray for you for? Something along the lines of that, where it doesn't have to be fitness or anything, but kind of focusing on the community aspect. And then participation prize drawing, and then talk up the challenge group. Then she also did a short and sweet offer, like 24 hours after the challenge, or the one day. So we would have, like, all of March 23rd. If they joined us for the next challenge group, then they would get some type of short and sweet. So for this, I've had people do, like, tank tops and things like that. But I mean, it's not feasible for one person to provide it for everybody. So we may need to just kind of say, and your coach has I don't know how we want to word it, but I kind of think that, like, if it's your coach, then you'll be responsible for giving them something, and they can all be entered for, like, a grand prize. Like, I bought a bunch of tank tops that say, we'll squat for tacos or something like that. So, and I got them in a bunch of different sizes too. So that could be something that could be, like, in your grand prize, we'll squat for tacos tank will be given away to one winner. So we can announce something and then also say, whatever, your coach has a special gift giveaway for you if you order by March 23rd. So that way everybody gets to pick. But I just think that short and sweet sample, like, this is the deadline. If you order by then, you get this. Is really, really beneficial, because people are like, okay, well, I want free stuff and I want to look good in my bathing suit, so I might as well do it now anyways. And I found that that's really helpful. So she said that short and sweet offer for the next 24 hours, talking about the simplicity of why our groups work, bringing the energy, tons of testimonials. And this was where my question came in, because I was like, well, is it just one post and then everybody posts their testimonials in the comments? Or was it something like, it's a different post a couple times throughout the day? So we can kind of brainstorm that. But my biggest thing is, like, I don't want people to think, oh, this is so overwhelming, I couldn't keep up with this in a real life challenge group. So I'd love to kind of brainstorm with you guys before we do that, what you're thinking. So do you think it should be, like, a post that we say something like, it could be a transformation, maybe whether it be an 80-day obsession or a recent one, or a coach from our team, or a challenger or something, as the actual post, and say, you know what I love so much about this group is that there's programs that you do from home that everybody can do, that you actually get great results. If you don't believe us, then I want you to check below and see every single person in here that's a real person posting their own transformations, and what they, what weight and inches they've lost, but also what they've gained with doing this program. So that's what I was thinking. Do you think that would be best, kind of like a one post and then people comment underneath, or what?
Yeah, I would say that either that, or do an album where you can just have people check out the album that has everybody's.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be, like, I didn't realize it was a 1 day group. I like love this idea, but I agree with you. I'm wondering how you're not going to overwhelm people. So I think if you did an album and just said like, hey, check out this album. These are all coaches from our team, or, anybody from our team, or, just so they know we're real people. But
Okay, so I think what we could do is like an album for recipes, an album for testimonials, album for shake recipes. So we'll kind of highlight that too, like a separate one. Anything else?
Well, what else are you going to post in the group other than those? Like motivation and
Yeah.
Okay.
So bring the energy. Then what she said was new coaches that came from her challenge group kind of sharing their experience. And so for that, I think maybe we could just find like 2 new coaches that from our downline that came from a challenge group, and maybe just have them do a live 5-minute tops thing. And that would be really great for a new coach to, 1, get out of their comfort zone, and 2, hear some people hear like, okay, I started off as a challenger because I needed to lose weight and I never ever thought that I could be a coach, but I did it and I love it. So then you're also planting the seed for coaching down the road. So 2 live new coach testimonials. I mean, it doesn't have to be new, but somebody that started off as a challenger. Okay, and then, hey Jennifer, we are talking about the challenge group sneak peek that we're going to run March 22nd. So we're brainstorming. Then she said deep reason for self-care. So also kind of focusing on why you need to put yourself first, obviously, because a lot of people are skeptical. Should I spend the money? Should I do this? So really kind of focusing on self-care and in that aspect. And I think that this would be a really good kind of open-ended thing that you could just say, post one thing below that you know that you have neglected to put yourself first about. And then post one thing also that or post one reason why you know that you deserve to feel good about yourself and to be the healthiest version of you. So it's kind of like they're already selling themselves. I was thinking something along that line. So kind of post below self-care and why you need this, or something like that.
You should see about those 2 coaches that you have go live for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You should see if they could like throw in some kind of objections, like just say, I didn't think I'd have the time to do this, but like talk about the convenience of home workouts. And then one of them could talk about how like they really didn't have the money for it, but they budgeted, or however you want to say it, and how worth it it's been because of, whatever, or that they saved money with Shakeology, just like, so you're like battling objections while you're doing it too.
Yeah, I like that. And if you have anybody in mind, let me know. I will probably choose Chelsea if she's free, then Camiso.
Okay.
Yeah, if you or Heather have anybody, just let me know.
Okay.
And then they said lots of stories. And so I think with that, they mean like why they love the challenge group, or why, it's beneficial, and why this community is important for them. So and she said she follows inserted 10 core values, and she found this on the Drybar website. So I'm going to look that up. I don't even know what Drybar is, but I'm gonna look that up and see. But I'm like, oh my gosh. And she's like, I sold 9 challenge packs from this. And I was like, what? It is worth a shot. So, and the other thing is too, is that you can't sell 9 challenge packs if you invite 4 people. So you have to plan for this. That's why I did not want to just do it like next week or anything. So we have 2 weeks from today to plan for this. So my goal is to get the group made this weekend. And then we can kind of see where we want to delegate out, because I am fine with like making posts where people are commenting below, but I want to make sure that it's a team effort, because the more people can get to see other people's perspective, the more likely it is that people are going to be, one person can say something that one person needs to hear is what I'm trying to say. So it's really great to kind of get a different feel with multiple people involved. So maybe I'll just do like a sign up sheet or something. I'll figure out everything I need and then I'll just do a sign up sheet and you guys can figure out who wants to help with what. And then we can do like a quick Zoom call or something before to kind of work everything out. All right. So any other questions about that? Okay. So then what I want to do is do a 7-day Shako group. And we've done these before. Let me get to my Facebook and show you. I'm just going to make a new group because there's like so many people in here too. It'd be more effort. I don't know. Let's see. Yes, there's 29 people, but yeah, I'll probably just create a new group. So this was from 2016 when I did this. And I've done a couple of them. But basically what I did was, let me go to the photos. I created albums. Oh, am I in the wrong group? This one doesn't have an exclamation point. Is that different? No? Hold on. I have so many different groups that I'm still in that who knows what's what. Okay, shake it off. Shake it off was one. I know I made albums in one of them, but I don't know which one. Let's see, albums. Oh, this one. Okay, so I actually went through and I could duplicate this easily, or I might just clear out this group and then use it. So I've got cafe latte shake recipes, greenberry recipes, vanilla recipes, strawberry, and chocolate. So I would add cafe latte. But literally, I just saved a bunch of stuff from Pinterest and put them in there. So it makes it really easy for them to kind of come in here and check them out. So they would either buy a sampler pack from Beachbody. So it's April 2nd is the date for that. That's a Monday. So it's going to go Monday to Sunday. And I would encourage you guys to purchase, if you don't have packets, change your HD to packets and be able to send them out to people. One, it's $40 in your pocket. I charge $40 for 7 days, and that includes shipping. And I would include like a handwritten note or maybe something little. If you can find something little, people love like that personal touches. So I really like to take it a little step farther and not just send your Shako, here, I'm so excited for you. I give them a handwritten note, and then I might go and find, Jen Richardson was on the National Wake Up Call, and she's in a mastermind group. And she was the one that was telling me about this, where she basically does little boxes depending on the theme. So for like Valentine's Day, she found like heart straws and like some little cute things to put in there, and just kind of personalize it when you send it. Kind of makes that little extra touch, and it doesn't have to be you spending a ton of money, but just finding little things to make it more like a package. And because how excited are you when when you get a package in the mail, and it's not something that's just delivered from Amazon, it's something that somebody actually took the time to wrap gifts. When I get gifts that I open and people like actually wrapped it inside, I'm like, wow, I never do that. That's awesome. For me, that's like impressive. So I've really been trying to up my game when I do that, to show people that, you matter. I took the time because I appreciate you and I hope you, feel special, kind of thing. So what we do is basically have them, we also share clean eating recipes and meal plans. So I have a couple meal plans in here that you can see, and I have some meal plans that I can always share with you guys that you can basically, that's what I always use in the beginning. Is I would be like, comment below if you want a copy of my free clean eating meal plan. And like, I've had so many people find me in the beginning. That's how I found this. So can you guys see this meal plan? Did it open? Okay, so I have this. If you guys ever want to, I'm gonna just like, my team name used to be Run Pink Run Happy, so I might just slap something on over top of that. But it starts off with shake recipes. I had this made, strawberry banana. Then we've got a little bit of everything, and some of these are my pictures. Some of them I found on Instagram. And then there's just some simple, and we even have the container breakdown too. So if you guys don't have this, it's in the file section of our group, but I can always send it, re-upload it if you can't find it. And it's also in our Google Drive under meal plans. So then I've got healthy snacks, then I've got breakfast, and all of them, like I said, have the containers, lunches, dinner, what else? And then I think I have some healthy desserts. Did I do desserts? Oh, and then it's got a 21-day Vicks approved shopping list, vegan options, containers, and that's that. Another thing I did was, let me just show you with this, because, and you guys don't have to know, you don't have to like do this. Like you can just find somebody on, there's a site, it's called Fiverr, FIVERR.com. And also Upwork is two different places where you can find people to do things for you like that. So say you, I just went through and I found the recipes and kind of like shared a link to them, or I copied and pasted them, and then I gave it to somebody and she put it into that PDF. So don't feel like, and you can always have mine, but if you ever are like wanting to do that, don't feel like you have to do all the work, because I definitely would delegate that out. But Fiverr, you can find things like super cheap, like people will do stuff from like as little as $5. So can you see this 21-day Fix approved cheat meals? Okay, so I also have this that you guys can use. I made this up a couple years ago too. What is happening? Go down. Okay, so these also have the container count, and I had somebody make this. You can see it's like, seriously, it looks like, it almost looks like the Fix8 cookbook does. So we've got healthy options for them. And this is just really valuable for people that literally don't know anywhere to start. Oh, and this healthy Chunky Monkey ice cream uses Shakeology. What?
We can't, I don't think anybody can see that now. Can anybody else see it?
Okay, let me share again.
Okay, I can see the lasagna. That's what I'm seeing. There we go. Okay.
Yeah, so we've got, I try to use Shakeology in a lot of the recipes as well to kind of pull that up. But basically, when I did this a couple years ago, I asked my challengers what they wanted so I could healthify it. So I've got a lot of good stuff that they were like, pumpkin donut holes. So yeah, I'll share this with you guys, but this is like a really good tool that you're providing good value. And I actually am making these, I was supposed to make them tonight, but that's not happening. I have everything. These are super simple. I've made them before. They're so good. Coconut oil, chocolate Shakeology, peanut butter. You just freeze it. So you use a muffin pan and just the little muffin liners, and it's super simple and it's delicious. It's a perfect pick-me-up. So I have this without this right here so that you guys could insert yours. I have two versions. So if you want, I can just kind of give this to you and then you could put your information. I'm totally fine if you like want to use it as yours in your challenge groups or whatever. Because I just feel like the more that you can add value, the more people are going to want to tell their friends. And that's another thing about the challenge group sneak peek is have your clients invite people because it's free, it's open, and just be like, guys, if you love this, like get your friends in there, and every single person that you get in there gets you another entry to win blah, blah, blah. Like do some type of incentive, or, you know, every person you invite that participates, you get $5 off your next order. I don't know what you want to do, but get creative with that because people like to have some type of incentive. I know if somebody told me that the more people I invited to something that I already love, I would be entered more into a drawing. I'd be like, done. I like free stuff. So I always like to do like freebies to incentivize people. So that's basically what the shake group will be. We'll share recipes. We'll focus on clean eating. We will kind of talk about what's in the Shakeology and why it's different, and it's not just a protein shake. So we'll kind of have like superfoods and kind of talking about different points there. We're also going to do, I always have people do photos, weight, and measurements before we start and then after, so then they can also see I've had people literally lose like 5 to 10 pounds in a week just because they are people that were not doing anything healthy. They were not exercising. They were not doing anything. And then they go to doing this. Actually, I think I had exercises in there too. They could, but honestly, they could try Beachbody On Demand and do that free. So, but yeah, I think I did like maybe like a exercise challenge or something before, but I would just kind of make it like, hey, you either, if you have the samples to pay to sell them, they'll PayPal or Venmo you $40. Have them sign up for the free Beachbody On Demand, and then, kind of we'll have some type of incentive. Like, and if you guys love this, our next challenge group starts, whatever date, if you want to join us for our April challenge group. So this would go April 2nd to April 8th. Then April 16th would be the earliest you would do it. That is the Success Club trip week. But so whatever challenge group date, but it just gives them at least like a week to get their stuff is kind of how I usually do that. Yes, they could do the Clean Week sampler. No, that's fine, because they can do the Clean Week workout program too for the week. And then how is the sampler 7 days? Oh, then that would be perfect. Yeah. Yeah, I just like to tell people, because sometimes coaches are like, okay, I have to get my Shakeology, but I've got 2 bags and da-da-da. So I like to give them the option of doing that. And maybe somebody does just have packets, but you could kind of give somebody the option like, hey, you could either just do the Clean Week, or if you want to do it, here's this price. If you want, I have packets, or I have samples that aren't packets I can give you a discount on, but you don't mind my ghetto packaging. And I've said that to people before, and they're totally fine with it. So if it is something that you have a coach that's like telling you they have backed up Shakeology or something, then maybe that's an option. But I like the Clean Week sampler with the 7 days already. So that would be a good. And what is that, like $35? 30? Okay. Yeah, then they get access to BOD, and then they get the Shako. All right. So, so I'll create a new group for that. So I'll create 2 new groups, and I'm going to try to go through and plan out as much as I can. For the shake group, I was thinking of what we usually do is post your breakfast below, post your lunch below, post your dinner below, and then we'll have like a shake post. So shake, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and then I don't know. I have to go back through and see what we did or think about it. Any thoughts on good ideas of how to run that? It's been literally like 2 years since I've run one. Okay, well, if you think of anything, let me know. If anybody wants to help out with it, let me know. I just want to make sure that I have something that's going to be fun. I like to really do something like gifts that's easy but fun for people to participate. So maybe something could be like, post a gift below about your reaction to your Shakeology recipe you did today, or you had today, or something like that. Something that's easy but gets attention. All right.
You could do one post that's like, post your breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Okay, yeah, I like that. That's what I was kind of thinking, that it might be too much.
And then that way we can have just one specific post for the shake, and then even like do like an ingredient feature of the day, where we talk about one ingredient that's in Shakeology and what it does for you.
All right, so 3 posts.
Yeah, and I'll help out with whatever, because I definitely want to do that.
Okay, yeah.
I was thinking that maybe for like the Shakeology group, you could have kind of like a cooking contest type thing, and whoever comes up with them. Brenna, please be quiet. Sorry, as soon as I say anything, she starts talking. She hasn't talked since we got home. Like whoever can come up with the best Shakeology recipe or something like that will automatically get like a prize, and you can work on it all week. And that way it encourages people to try to be creative with their shakes. I don't know if these people who have never had Shakeology before are going to be up to that, but I think that would be something. I mean, I would do it.
Yeah, and I think that would be something really kind of important for coaches to participate in too, and kind of focus on making like make it pretty too, not just like, hey, I had this, it was awesome, but like garnishing and things like that, so we can kind of think ahead, and kind of prepare for that. And then so I mean, say we did that on Monday, we do it every day. Some people are going to be like, dang, I don't have anything to put on mine, I'm going to the store tomorrow, like and that would kind of be fun for them. So I think that that's a good idea. I like that. All right, I feel like we need to have like a committee meeting for all of this. Okay, so anything else about either of those groups? Any questions or comments? All right, so is everybody on Instagram? Yes? Okay, so I want you to get out your phones. We're going to Instagram. And we are going to, sorry. Well, I just got tagged in the thing that it's like 2 wine glasses that says, let's avocado. I need it. Okay. So what I want you to do is think of a hashtag that, just search something that's kind of like not fitness related, that's about your lifestyle. So for example, I might search something like guac is life. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my timer for 3 minutes, and I'm going to engage with people that used photos with that tag or something like that. And then I'm going to follow them and then like and comment. So this is going to, once you go and follow people that you feel like could be your tribe, chances are they're going to come back and follow you. And there is actually an app that you can see who is not following you back. And then if you wanted to go in like once a week, once every 2 weeks, and unfollow those people, so you're not following like a bajillion people that aren't even engaging with you. But those are some tips from Jen Richardson as well, from the National Wake Up Call. So I'm going to set my timer. So we're going to go engage with people for 3 minutes in whatever hashtag of your choice. You ready?
Sorry to interrupt real quick. What was that? Do you know what that app is called? I can look it up if not. I just didn't know if you knew offhand.
No, let me check, because it was just in this group text from today. She uses, okay, so if you want to help with finding hashtags, displaypurposes.com. And let me see what the one was for unfollowing. Cleaner is the app.
Thank you so much. Sorry to interrupt. Okay.
It's either Cleaner or Cleaner for IG.
Okay.
But yeah, no, you're totally fine. So what we're going to do, I got my alarm, 3 minutes, and go engage, follow, comment, and like with people. Never trust a person who isn't willing to pay extra for guac. Okay, this hashtag is not good. I need to go. Ooh, maybe I followed her too soon. I read the rest of her bio, and honestly, I have nothing against weed, but I don't know that somebody like that considers themselves a marijuana advocate is my tribe. I'm like, oh, I already followed you.
Probably not.
Okay, 3 minutes are up. So how did that go? That went by really quickly. Did you find anybody? 3 minutes is short. Yeah, I only found one person. That's okay. So what hashtags did you guys all do?
I did mom life is the best life.
That's good.
I did Cebus, which is like what we all call Columbus here. So I knew that they'd be local people, and there's a lot of kind of like food thing. It's a big food scene here, and so I know that they would all be into cooking and food stuff. And I probably found 3 actually that were kind of healthy living type. But eating out, healthy living type people. So that's kind of
good. Yeah, if you have like when I was in Charlotte, I would search Queen City a lot because that's a nickname for them. So that's a good idea. Jennifer and Dennis, what did you find? What hashtag did you search? Go, Jennifer.
Okay. I tried Wild Child. I'm not any good at Instagram, so I've been trying to figure it out for the longest time, and I pretty much suck at it. So
fine, don't worry.
I'm trying to do the stories and all this stuff, and I'm pretty much don't get much done because I'm sitting here trying to figure out my hashtags and what I'm interested in, all that stuff. So
okay, so
yeah.
What did I say that app was called to find the hashtags? You should use
the display purposes.
Yes. So try that.
Yeah.
That'll help you.
Okay.
You just have to play with it because like I tried Guac is Life and that was too specific and I looked at and I was like, oh, that person posted that like 42 weeks ago. So I try to get something that's a little more broad. And then it just takes some playing with it. But I would kind of time block like maybe just 15 minutes a day where you just try to focus on Instagram, and it's okay. Like you'll learn and you'll get better at it. And when you have questions, just ask us. Don't feel like you have to figure everything out because sometimes it's a lot easier just to be like, hey guys, I'm trying to search this and I can't figure it out. And we could, easily help you out. So anytime you have questions about Instagram or anything, just post in our team page. But yeah. Okay.
I hashtag hiking, hashtag hiking is life, hashtag because I'm always outdoors doing something.
Oh, good.
Matter of fact, I was just talking. That's why I didn't respond because I liked a couple people. One of them responded, and I was typing back and forth. But
oh, good.
So
that's awesome. Good. Yeah, and so I just like to try to do it in like short spurts so that you can go on and do it yourself. But I'm always down to do like a live power half hour anytime anybody wants to hop on. Just you can always say, hey, I've got 30 minutes. Who wants to do a live Instagram, power half hour or something like that? I'm always down for that. So if you just post in the team page, you guys can always use my link, hop on and things like that. So, all right. So we're going to set it for another 3 minutes and, you are going to, oh wait, my mind just went blank. What was I going to say? Let me do 5 minutes and that'll be the last that we did. And you're just going to send messages to people just saying, oh my gosh, your daughter is so cute. I have a daughter. She's blah, blah, blah. How are things going with you? I just stumbled upon your page and I just love your post. So nothing to do with Beachbody, nothing to do with fitness, just same thing, whether and Rachel, another good one for you is, how many weeks are you? 23 weeks? Yeah.
I'll be 23 weeks tomorrow. I hashtag every week that I'm pregnant because Bonnie Engel had said that.
Yeah, that's
what I do.
I did all the time when I was pregnant. That was my target market, was people that were about the same week or the week behind me or whatever. And there's so many people there because then you like have that instant bond too. I feel like that's helpful.
Yeah.
I mean, Dennis, you can't, but if anybody else wants to get pregnant, it's great for your business. All right, so let's go. Angie, let's go. Our last 5 minutes, just send messages and it just be connecting with people. And go. Sometimes I feel so weird. I'm like, where do you guys live? I'm in NC, but I'm like, is that weird to ask somebody where they live the first time you talk to them? All right. I got 6 messages in 5 minutes. So was this helpful?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I just want to show you how easy it is to connect with people. You just have to set the time aside because you will not find time in your day. It doesn't just magically pop up. So what I like to do is after my workout, because I'm usually like on the floor and too lazy to get up, I will just literally just sit there and do this, and I'll do that, and then I'll go and I'll make my recover, and I'm done. So I like to spend like 30 minutes. And I'll do 10 minutes and this is why it's so important to start using your stories and not just a bunch of like you working out. Try to do some different things throughout the day. Yeah, and no, that's totally fine too. But what I like is to go through people that have looked at my story, people that have liked my photos and posts on Instagram, and people that have commented. So those people are already engaged with you. So the more that you can put things on your story, the more things people are going to see you, and they want to know what you're having to say. So I, and I started Instagram where I only had 200 followers. So don't think that it doesn't matter how many, followers you have. Just try to engage with people, and anytime somebody comments, always comment back. Ask them a question. And when I comment on people's stuff, I don't just say, "Oh my gosh, so cute." Like this girl had something. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, that romper is adorable. Where did you get it?" So I'm making questions so that they have to. Rachel's taking a picture. I'm asking questions so that they have to respond to me. And I feel like that's been so helpful because people, give them a compliment, ask them a question, and then they're going to respond back to you. And then usually anytime I do that, I find somebody that I feel like could be in my tribe. I'm going to go through and I'm going to follow them. And then you can use that cleaner for IG to unfollow people that aren't following you back. But if you want to get people to follow you, you follow them. And then chances are they're going to come back. So that's a good way to grow your followers too. So I didn't get all my invites in. I need to go and do that. My goal is to get 5 invites before I go to bed, and I poured myself a nice glass of wine. So that is not 80-day approved, and I'm going to enjoy it. So I'm going to go and I'm going to finish up my 5 invites and clean out my Facebook inbox, and I will post this recording. But I just want you guys to find a time to just do, whether it's 15, 20 minutes a day of Instagram minimum, just make it happen, because that's where my sweet spot is, because it's people that you barely know, and they don't know you from somebody else. So when you're posting make sure you're posting about your story at least once a week, whatever that story is. Your story is always changing, but try to talk to that person that needs it the most. So think about like the darkest, hardest time of your life, and you need to talk to that person. So please share your story, be vulnerable, talk about, your crazy life and how stressed out you are, turn it into a positive, remind people that they aren't alone. The thing that I'm struggling the most with right now is basically trying to be a realtor, be a coach, be a mom, in my house, not look like it's like in foreclosure, like abandoned. Like that's what it looks like right now. So yeah, I will, share it in the group. So I really struggle with that, and I'm constantly being hard on myself, and I know I can't be amazing at everything, but it's so hard, and it's something I fight with every day. So if you look at my posts lately, I've been really, really bad with like call to action posts this past week. This week has been crazy. But I've been regular with checking in with my workout and talking about like, it's okay to not be perfect. And I'm still getting a ton of conversations started because people are commenting and engaging. So even if I'm not being on my A game for posting call to actions, I'm posting vulnerable things that people relate to, that I'm private messaging people to start conversations saying, thanks so much for the love of my post. Gosh, it's so good to know that I'm not the only person that feels that way. How the heck are you? How are those babies doing? And then start a conversation from there. So, all right. Well, I will talk to you guys later. Have a great night. Thank you so much for hopping on, and I'll talk to you guys soon.